Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about the impact of virtual events on networking to supersize and grow our businesses. We talked about all kinds of events yesterday, but let's focus in specifically on virtual events today. I actually created 3 pages of notes when I was thinking about this topic yesterday, and I won't share all of them because it would take too long and nobody needs to hear me talk that much. But let's hit some highlights about virtual events. I personally have been using virtual events, both participating, creating, sharing for both myself and for other people's businesses since before the pandemic. Since 2017, I started doing almost all virtual events. I came off of the corporate and the real life physical business world and started to create things and do things online with webinars and online conferences, summits, and challenges. And I kind of landed in the challenge sector because I like challenges. I've done challenges since I was a kid, and it just seemed like a natural progression for me to do challenges all the time. So when the pandemic hit, I was already doing online challenges, virtual events, and I added and I created something called the Go To Get Up and Go annual challenge, not annual challenge, the Get Up and Go challenge. And so for every other month in 2020 and 2021, a group of us and groups of us did a 30+ day challenge every other month to keep us going through the pandemic, because it was a pretty crazy time for the vast majority of us on the planet. Whether you were working and your business was still running and you had to get creative and flexible and figure things out, or you were at home trying to figure out what you were going to do to keep moving forward and generate income and keep your business alive while the doors were shuttered. It was a huge, crazy time for all of us, but some advantages and some really positive things came out of that not so positive experience for most of us. Things like technology, virtual events have come to stay, and they're not going anywhere for a long time, right? It is so much easier, especially for somebody like me who's got actual physical challenges and can't just hop in my car and drive to a networking event. I can network online. I can have virtual coffee chats. I can use technology, and technology is changing all the time to make these things so much easier, so much more interactive, so more engaging for participants as well as for leaders of the events. They're also extremely cost effective. It is so much cheaper to put on a virtual event than it is to put on a physical event. It's kind of mind boggling. It is about 1/20th to 1/100th of the cost of an actual physical event. If you put on real life physical events, you know what I'm talking about. And you know all the places that virtual events can help us to use our resources in a better way. We can serve our customers a whole lot better with the resources put toward engaging, toward technology that will help us to do better, faster, easier delivery of the information and the results that people are wanting to get from our events than by having everybody travel to a certain location. Now, don't get me wrong. I love traveling to some exotic locations and doing events and participating in events. That's a way to make it a business expense to travel sometimes, but it's also extremely expensive, both personally and from the promoter and the event leader's standpoint. So what are the roles of virtual events in networking? What are some of the different types of virtual events you've been participating in? I've been participating in and leading virtual masterminds since the 1990s. And it used to be a lot harder. We'd have to actually get on conference lines and conference calls, everybody. But now it's so easy. There's so many platforms that we can hop on to interact and network with people. We can have short meetings, and everybody's doing the coffee meetings. I can't tell you how many coffee meetings I get invited to every single day. It used to be monthly, then it was weekly. Now it's literally daily. I get at least a dozen invitations to chat over coffee, or do you have 15 minutes? And I'm like, yeah, no. And I don't. My time is blocked out, and every minute of it is spoken for, with a few exceptions. And if an emergency comes up, guess what? The whole thing gets blown up and has to be rescheduled, because I like my life that way. I like it to have some structure and some semblance of, I know what's up next. But I do schedule time for virtual events and for meetings and virtual meetings with people, because I still believe in actually getting to know people and interacting with them. So let's see. I didn't really talk much about virtual events and virtual networking. What are some of the things that we want to do to make sure we're in a good position to be a good either leader or participant of virtual events that can help improve our business relationships with, can in turn supersize and grow our business? We want to make sure that we have a strong online presence. We want to make sure that we are following up from every event that we either lead or participate in. Do what you say you're going to do. I think that is one of my foundational core beliefs. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you tell someone you're going to be in touch, get in touch with them. Even if you don't say you're going to follow up, go ahead and follow up with people and keep in touch with those that you want to build stronger relationships and network with. Connect on social media. LinkedIn is my personal favorite right now, but each of us have a favorite depending on the people that we're here to serve and our clientele. Where is your audience hanging out? Schedule virtual coffee chats. I know I just said I don't like to participate in them, that other people just randomly hit me up for, but I do like to have them with people that I want to build relationships with. Use networking tools and strategies to help you keep in touch. Use a scheduler. I actually schedule people I want to follow up with, to network with, to make sure that I actually do it and I don't forget. Because guess what? We all get busy. Emergencies come up. Life gets in the way. And we don't want to ever be that person that doesn't do what we say we're going to do. At least that's my personal belief. You have to choose what's right for you. All right. Love to know what you're doing for virtual networking and virtual business building and virtual event participation or leading. Share in the comments below so we can learn from one another. And I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting strategy that you can use right now to supersize and grow your business. Have an awesome day.